You might as well know that you're going to see a whole lot of our smiling faces up here all summer long. That's because we believe what we're calling First Forward is the most important thing that's happened in this church since we put a steeple on it. I told you last week I couldn't find anybody within shouting distance who could tell me where our church is. But I'm telling you now, when we get to Labor Day, things are going to be changing. But where are we right now? Last week, Gary and I unloaded a whole lot of information on you, and if we did our job well, you probably left here a little confused and scratching your head. Well, today, let's start clearing up the confusion. Today, let's talk about our purpose. This past week, my dad had a medical problem, and we went to the doctor. Now, from the time I called for an appointment, not when we got there, from the time I called to ask for an appointment, till the time we walked out of the exam room was about 45 minutes. And that stunned me. So I told our doctor how much I appreciated it, and I appreciated him make that happen, and I asked him, how was he able to do it? You know what he said? He said, Chris, all my career, I have been in the business of medicine, or I have not been in the business of medicine. I've always been in the practice of medicine. And that got me thinking about our church. Sometimes we get so caught up in the business of the church, keeping the roof fixed, or the air conditioning going, or the front doors from falling off, or what the general conference is doing, that we lose sight of the practice of the church. And that leads me to why we need and now have a very clear purpose. You see, we no longer have to wonder, why are we here? What are we supposed to do or not do? Starting today, we know exactly what we are supposed to do. Our purpose as a church is clear and simple: to build a vibrant, Christ-centered community where all are becoming deeply committed Christians. So where did our purpose come from? Well, it came from you. From the listening sessions, from the retreat, from the ministry survey, and then from a lot of prayer and careful soul searching. You and we put together in words our purpose for our church. Now this morning, maybe you came in here and the first thought you had was, well, this is a traditional service. I don't like the traditional service. Or, good grief, who's setting the thermostat in here, a penguin? Or, where's the praise team? I can't worship without the praise team. But starting today, we may still fret a little bit about some of the small stuff, but we're going to have a clear purpose for why we're here. From now on, when we come in here or go out there, we will know that our purpose as a church is to build a vibrant, Christ-centered community where all are becoming deeply committed Christians. Get used to hearing that a whole lot. Well, you say, Chris, what does that really mean, though? What it means that every single thing we do as a church is now measured against those dozen or so words that you see on the screen. To build means as a church we are actively working, using our hands and our minds to create something. A vibrant means we are not sitting on our hands, we are joyfully doing exciting things. Christ-centered means everything we do is in the name of and as we're taught by Jesus. Community means the community within our church and the big one outside those doors. Where all means those inside here in our church and those outside those doors. It means you and me and the guy living under the South Street Bridge in a cardboard box. It means every doggone one of us. Our becoming means each one of us is somewhere on a journey, just different places on that journey. Deeply committed means we're not going about this business as usual. We are digging deep and working hard to be something. And what's that something? Christians. It means followers and doers of what Jesus Christ taught us. This is our purpose: to build a vibrant, Christ-centered community where all are becoming deeply committed Christians. It will define us as a church and become a part of us. And when we do what it takes to achieve our purpose, we change lives, our lives and the lives of others. That changes each one of us and who we are as a church. Let's go change lives.